Okay. Okay, so we're going to do visual 2, divesting oneself from physical form. And this is best practice during the evening after sunset. And this is a visualization. So if it's not nighttime there, then just visualize nighttime. For those new to meditation, we're going to do this only for 10 minutes. And if you find that you want to do it longer, then we can keep going. Invite all of yourself into this space here and now. Find a comfortable seat. I recommend if you want to, you can lay down, or you can stand up, or if you find that you need to move around, that's also okay. What I'll do is if I need to move around, or if I'm working with people who need to move around, then we ground our feet on the floor, and then we kind of rock as we do the meditation. So whatever state is best for you. Preferably your eyes closed. Take a moment to let go of all the noise, chaos, and movement in your life. Simply be. So let's start by noticing the breath. And we're going to use the breath as an anchor. And we're still in the physical world, still in this room, whichever room you're in. And we're just going to recognize if there's any noise in the room. Maybe there's some traffic or fan. And then come back to the breath. And we're going to be curious about any kind of physical sensations that you may be having right now. There may be a tightness somewhere, or an ache or a pain. And if you need to kind of shake it out, that's okay. And come back to the breath. And you may find that you have a busy brain. In Eastern meditation, they called it the monkey brain. And they have monkeys in the Far East. In the Russian meditation, they call it a horse brain because they have horses there. And horses, I guess, are easily distracted. So if you find that your thinking brain is still going, just kind of notice it for a minute or so. And invite that thinking brain to go in a waiting room or take a break. And come back to the breath as an anchor. Sense everything without manipulating it. Accept what is. And relax from the urge to act. So it's like, oh, there's a cloud, or a thought, or a sensation. Okay, I'm curious. Let it go. Come back to the breath. And in this practice, you do deep exhalations and deep inhalations. So we're going to start with noticing an exhalation. So take in an inhalation and then a deep exhalation. Focus on the breath leaving your body naturally and and effortlessly. Inhalation is the body's instinctive response to exhalation, because once we exhale, then we inhale. Inhalation is effortlessly being drawn into the lungs from the power of the pressure created by exhaling. So let's do an inhalation. And then a deep exhalation. In and then exhaling, letting it go. And earlier in this book, or in the previous book, Rav Pinson talks about the exhalation as kind of a form of dying, and inhalation is a form of reliving, that this is a new minute, a new life, and exhaling that life, that minute is gone. Oh, that new life. And when we exhale, we let that go. From a comfortable position, either turn your gaze up to the sky, or if you're unable to be outdoors or it's not nighttime, turn your head upwards. Simply turn your inner gaze with your eyes closed and travel up to visualize the expanse of the night sky. So now we're using this visualization, and we're still noticing if there are any thoughts, sensations, or emotions. You may find that an internal critic is saying, oh, you're never going to do this. This is like not for you. And besides, you can't do it perfectly, so why bother? So you can invite that critic to either watch on the sidelines or maybe organize your laundry or something. And let's come back to the breath and come back to visualizing the night sky, kind of looking up. You may have one time been out of the city at night, or even in a planetarium where you can see all the stars, the planets. And we're traveling with our gaze up into the expanse of the sky. So let's start with noticing that you're sitting in your seat or standing in this room, looking out or visualizing the sky. And then you're looking down on yourself in that room from the outside into the room where there's light, and then the outside, it's dark. And we're going to zoom up. And noticing that your body might pull you down with sensations, thoughts, or emotions, and that's okay. Using the breath as an anchor and the visualization as a tool. We're looking into the room from the outside, and there are the stars. And then zoom up and you can see your neighborhood. I'm looking down on Rehavia. And maybe someone else is looking down on Pico Robertson. or the Hancock Park area in Los Angeles. Or if you're not here in the here and now, then you're with us in the future, here and now. And then you can zoom up and you see the locale where you are. And every time you hear a sound or feel a sensation, just notice it and then come back up. And then notice the country where you are. And zoom up and notice the continent. And you may have some awareness that there are people within that continent who are doing well and some people who are not so doing well. And let's have the intention that as we're divesting ourselves of the physical, may this practice be a source of comfort and healing for others, whether they're close to us or whether we don't know them. And then you can zoom up and you can see the edges of the atmosphere. And if we're visualizing nighttime, and if it's still daytime where you are, you're zooming up and we're going out of the atmosphere and looking down on the Kador Haaretz, the globe. And let's just take a minute and just notice and be grateful that Hashem created this world for us to do Torah mitzvos. And noticing the breath, and noticing that we are looking down on the globe. And if we look the other way, we see the stars. And you may see the sun, you may see the planets, maybe Venus, maybe Mars. And we're zooming up. And we can see the solar system, the internal planets, and the more distant planets. The higher you go up, the lighter you become as the weight of your body and gravity's pull gradually lessen, unburdening you. Admiring the vastness and beauty of the night sky, offer praise to the one who created such beauty. In the vastness of the cosmos, observe how grand each individual star is, as well as how much distance there is from one star to the next. It feels infinite, but it's not. The more keen your attention, the more overwhelmed you may feel by this sheer magnitude of existence. And let's visualize the magnitude of the solar system and zoom out, and then you can see the whole solar system. And then going above that, eventually you see the Milky Way, and zoom up and you see other solar systems. Embrace this opportunity to be humbled like a small speck of dust in the vastness of the cosmos. And it's okay if you notice that your body kind of reminds you that it's still here. And then come back up and meet this visualization. And we're looking down and around at all these different solar systems way up in deep space. We're not even a speck. And Hashem created this. Hold this inner space of awe within the greatness of all that is outside of you. And when you have reached a plateau here, see if you can ascend again, rising higher and higher, becoming lighter and lighter and less attached to the physical. The higher you climb, the lighter you become until you experience freedom from your materiality. And it's just using the breath as an anchor. And if there are any distractions, just invite those distractors to go and either watch from the sidelines or go find a comfortable space to wait for you until you come back. And when you reach a plateau or find yourself going downwards, and you can invite your awareness to visualize coming back up. And this is the wonder of creation, that Hashem created this world. And in every moment, as we breathe in, we're breathing in the kindness in the moment of creation. And when we exhale, that moment is on. And a new moment of creation as we breathe in. Looking around at the vastness of the universe. In this ethereal-like existence, let's return all the way back into your body. So let's maybe take it gradually. Saying goodbye to all these different stars and solar systems and coming down the level of seeing the Milky Way, entering the Milky Way, seeing our solar system, coming down closer and seeing the inner planets and coming down closer, noticing the sun. And oh, there's Kadur Haaretz, the globe, and coming down. And there's the level of the atmosphere surrounding the globe. And oh, there are the stars behind us, and there's the earth with its atmosphere supporting life systems as every moment that Hashem creates and recreates the world. As we inhale, new moment of creation, exhale, that moment is gone. And zoom down, and there's the continent that you're sitting in. And zoom down, and there's the country that you're in. And down, there's a locale where you are, and it's dark. Still dark. We can still see there are stars around us. And down, there's the city or the country that you're in, the county. And down, there's your neighborhood. And there's your house. Its stars are outside dark. And there you are in your room, you're looking down on your room. Secure the conjoining of body and soul by taking a few deep breaths. So let's take some deep breaths and exhaling. That moment is gone. Moment. When you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. I'm going to turn the recording off.